To be future ready, students need to develop highly valued and transferable skills such as teamwork, personal and social skills, communication, critical and creative thinking, leadership, and problem-solving skills. These are represented in the general capabilities and the 21st century skills. Today we are visiting Smithfield State High School to see how Year 10 students are encouraged to be agents of their own learning journey, supported to develop 21st century skills gradually and authentically on a personalised pathway to future success. In doing so, they are creating a culture of success, not just within the school itself, but also in the wider community.
When we sat down and had some correspondence or discussions with our students, parents and our community, we need to realise that what was taught in the past can't be the same as what we teach in the future. We need to really look at the 21st century skills. What is the workforce actually requiring of kids? What skills do they actually need to communicate with the real world to make them successful in the workforce? We certainly know we have a focus on every student succeeding, and we know that the one size does not fit all. This was an opportunity to make sure that every student reached their success and could transition out of our school successfully and make a difference in the real world.
We passionately believe success is individual, and it's for our students, it's about them choosing their success. We're passionate about providing experiences that prepare students for an ever-changing world and to support them in facing and overcoming adversity. The purpose of the On Track 21 program is to provide an environment for our students to really engage with success in those 21st century skills so they can build that capacity and self-motivation to be able to believe in their own success.
Year 10 students in the Smithfield State High School On Track 21 program undertake a Certificate 2 in Outdoor Education and a Certificate 2 in Active Volunteering, as well as engaging in core and elective classes aligned to the Australian curriculum. Susie Stewart, the student's pathway mentor and outdoor education teacher, provides opportunities for her students to thrive by focusing on developing and strengthening critical and transferable skills identified in the general capabilities and 21st century skills.
It's very important for me as their teacher and as their mentor to have those relationships with them first. Those strong relationships are really what solidify the trust between the teacher and the student. If you don't have that, then it's very difficult to learn about them as individuals and what they need and what they want for their future. Once you do establish that relationship, then you're able to guide them in the right direction and hopefully give them the skills that they need and the confidence that they need in order to make those right decisions for themselves. Being able to take students out of their traditional schooling environment and taking them into the outdoors provides opportunities for them to learn different skills such as leadership and communication. And it's very rewarding when you can see a student who would ordinarily be quite shy be able to take control of a situation in order to encourage another peer or maybe to complete a task. They are able then to take those skills and you can see them using them at school across other subjects across the board, and then they can adopt that themselves to then move forward in the career path that they choose.
We've done a lot of team building exercises that definitely boost obviously friendships and communication skills.
I think the key to it is communication. And it makes people feel more outgoing around other people.
I learned about myself that I like being outdoors more, doing more hands-on work instead of paperwork. And I think that's really important.
So changes that I've seen in the students are they're a lot more confident. They have no problem in articulating their needs and wants. They are a lot more confident in asking their teachers for feedback as well.
It's a great moment for a principal to see students really change their motivation in school, change their relationships with not only their peers but their teachers, and also become quite confident. I think that's a really important moment in a school where you get the kids just really come from that shy, indecisive student to going, hey, this is who I am, this is who I want to be, and you've just created something where I can flourish.
Being in the Track 21 program has helped me a lot with being better in school environment by feeling more confident and having better relationships with all the teachers.
Did volunteering out at the turtle rehab at Fitzroy, and that was great. All the teachers here really helped me get into that, and they were really supportive of that, which I really needed.
Skills that will help me in the future is definitely communication skills and confidence to ask my boss for help or if I've done something right.
What we're finding with these young people already is a very authentic engagement with the set planning process. They're already starting to have conversations about where this pathway can lead them. So we know that when it comes time for that set planning interview down the track, this group of students is going to be ready to make some informed decisions about where their pathway is going to take them. It's given them clarity about their pathway and the choices available to them. And it's really helping them to develop those transferable skills, which have immediate benefits, as we've already seen, and we know they're going to have long-term benefits as they move out into the world or continue in the schooling system.
When I'm older, I want to be like a crayfish diver. I want to work on the boats and do anything outside, out at the reef.
When I finish school, I'm planning on doing maybe a trade. Definitely mechanics if I can.
When I finish school, I'd like to become a police officer. Before I go into the police academy, I'd like to join the Army Cadets, so it'd get me a better chance to succeed in the academy.
Learning can not only happen in a classroom, but it can happen in a variety of settings, and that's quite important. Now our teachers understand that connecting with kids, rapport is so important, understanding their background and being able to link and contextualise all classroom learning to the real world. In conversations with parents, some of the most important messages that we've received is certainly in the area where they've noticed their children really flourish.
With the skills we can see Riley has developed, we can see him going forward in mechanics, and with the skills he's learning within the classroom, it's in letting him engage more. It's letting him be him. The teachers are there for him. He just then has to be able to have that confidence to go through and take that into the future life with him. As parents, that's all you can ask.
The phone call that came back from that was, "Thank you so much for creating a program that really suits my child." Not only connecting with the school, but also connecting with the outside providers, and a program that is tailored towards their learning has been an absolutely huge development for them at home, and you can see that transition into the workforce.
Equipping students with these skills is critical to successful teaching and learning, to the important work of improving outcomes, and provides viable pathway options for all students. What is your school's unique approach to developing 21st century skills, ensuring all students are ready for the workplace of their future?